My fiancée smirked. "I've been hooking up with your dad for 6 months," she blurted at dinner. I replied, "I know." Then I revealed I'd been recording everything for my mom's divorce attorney. Dad lost $25 million, and she got named in the lawsuit. I'm 29, male, sitting at my parents' anniversary dinner, watching my fiancée Vanessa, 27, get sloshed on pricey champagne. My dad, Edward, 52, kept topping off her glass, shooting her sneaky glances. My mom, Diane, 50, was chatting about their upcoming 30th anniversary trip to France. Then Vanessa started snickering, a cruel, drunken chuckle I'd come to know too well. "This is so dumb," she slurred. "This whole perfect family act." Mom froze mid-sentence. "Pardon?" Vanessa locked eyes with me. "Your son's a loser, Diane. Can't keep a woman happy. That's why I've been hooking up with Edward for 6 months." The room went silent. Mom's face drained of color. Dad opened his mouth, but Vanessa kept going. "He's way better than your son. Wealthier, more skilled, actually knows what he's doing. We laugh about how oblivious you both are." I took a sip of water, set my glass down, and stared her down. "I know." Vanessa's smug grin wavered. "What?" "I've known since March. 4 months." Dad stood. "Son, it's not what—" "Sit down, Edward," Mom said, voice like steel. "Let him speak." I pulled out my phone. "Mom, remember when you asked me to set up that new security system at the house? With cameras?" She nodded slowly. "I added a few extra ones. Dad's study, his private entrance, the guest cottage." Dad's face went from flushed to ashen. "I've got it all, every visit, every conversation, including the one where you two talked about hiding money from Mom. Oh, and Vanessa, that time you bragged about faking a pregnancy to lock in the cash? That's recorded too." Vanessa's champagne flute slipped from her hand, shattering on the hardwood floor. "You're not pregnant," I continued. "I know because I saw the fake test kit you ordered online, planning to use it post-wedding." Mom stood, eerily calm. "Ethan, did you send everything to my attorney?" 3 hours ago, Mom. Mr. Kessler says it's the tightest evidence package he's ever seen. What Vanessa and Dad didn't know was that Mom had suspected something for months. She'd asked for cameras for security, but really wanted proof. I uncovered far more than we'd bargained for. Dad tried to recover. "Diane, sweetheart, we can fix this." "Your prenup voids with infidelity, Edward," Mom said. "What was it, Ethan? Mr. Kessler's estimate? $25 million in assets, plus the company stock." Dad sank into his chair. Vanessa was frantically texting someone. "My sister's a lawyer," she stammered. "You can't record without consent." "It's illegal, one-party consent state," I said. "I was present for half the recordings since I live there too." "The study ones?" "Mom's name is on the deed." She consented. "You set me up!" she shrieked. "No, you exposed yourself!" At dinner, in front of witnesses, update 1. The entitlement hit galactic levels. First, Vanessa thought I'd still marry her. Showed up at my condo at 1 a.m., sobbing. "Babe, I was wasted." "I didn't mean it. Your dad took advantage of me. You literally said, 'Ethan's so clueless, I'll take half his startup in the divorce while sleeping with his dad.'" On video. "That was out of context." "The context was you hooking up with my dad in my old bedroom." She switched gears. "Fine, but you owe me. 3 years together. You promised me a life. A life you planned to ruin after grabbing my company shares." Then she went low. "I'll tell everyone you knew and did nothing that you're a coward who watched." "Go for it. Tell the world you slept with your fiancé's father. See how that plays out." She left, but not before swiping my PlayStation. Petty, but fine. Then Dad tried guilt, showed up at my office, teary-eyed. "Son, you've torn our family apart." "No, you did that when you slept with my fiancée." "She came on to me. I'm a victim." My assistant watched, stunned, through the glass door. "Dad, I have texts of you begging her to come over while Mom was at her wine club. You don't get it. Your mom and I haven't been happy. So you hook up with my 27-year-old fiancée? She made you feel alive again? Exactly. You'll feel real alive paying alimony. He lunged for my laptop. Security dragged him out. A 52-year-old CEO hauled off yelling about his disloyal son. My co-workers are still buzzing about it. Peak entitlement? Vanessa's mom, Linda, called. How dare you shame my daughter? She shamed herself. You were supposed to marry her. I paid for the venue. With my card, which I've disputed. She's traumatized. Had to move home. Traumatized from sleeping with my dad. You're ruining her reputation. No one will date her. Actions have consequences. I'll sue for emotional distress. Get in line behind Mom's divorce lawyer. Legal threats followed. Vanessa hired a sketchy lawyer who sent a cease and desist about illegal recordings. Mom's attorney replied with a paragraph basically saying, "Nice try." Then Vanessa made a colossal mistake. She started a blog, Surviving a Toxic Fiancé, framing herself as a victim of my manipulation and Dad as my pawn in a cruel plot. She used real names and lied outright. Mom's lawyer added defamation to the lawsuit. Update 2. The divorce discovery phase was a goldmine. Dad and Vanessa weren't just having an affair, they had a scheme. Dad was bankrolling her shared condo. I thought she had roommates. Her car payments, she said her parents helped. Her jewelry business, selling cheap imports. Her sister's wedding gift, $4,000 cash. And her Botox. I noticed her face changed. Total, $68,000 in 6 months from family funds. But it gets wilder. Vanessa kept a spreadsheet titled Operation Cash Out. The plan: 1. Marry me for my startup shares. 2. Keep seeing Dad. 3. Divorce me after 2 years alleging abuse. 4. Blackmail Dad with affair proof. 5. Score cash from both. She wrote, Ethan's startup will go public soon. Low-end estimate, $2.5 million payout. Edward's hush money, $600,000 minimum. Total haul, $3.1 million by 30. Mom's lawyer is thrilled. It gets crazier. Dad tried hiding $1.8 million in an offshore account after divorce papers were served. That's fraud. Mom's forensic accountant caught it in 36 hours. Dad's facing criminal charges. His lawyer bailed. Vanessa went nuclear, calling my company's investors, claiming I was unhinged and vindictive, urging them to pull funding. Our lead investor, Karen, called me laughing. Your ex-fiancée tried to sink your startup because you caught her with your dad? This is peak drama. They didn't pull funding. They upped it, impressed by my cool-headed strategy under chaos. Family drama escalated. Dad's sister, Aunt Linda, took his side, spreading lies that Mom was cheating too, justifying Dad's affair. Mom sued her. Turns out Linda was skimming from the family business for years, and Dad covered it up. The accountant found that too. Linda's husband, Greg, called, yelling that I'd ruined their family and their kids' future. Maybe Linda shouldn't have stolen $350,000. It was promised to her. Promised? That's embezzlement, Greg. Your mom's vicious. My mom was cheated on by my dad with my fiancé, in our house. He hung up. Vanessa, drowning in legal fees, tried digging dirt, contacting my college ex, Mia. Mia forwarded everything. Your ex offered me $1,200 for abuse stories about you. I said the worst thing you did was spill coffee on my laptop once. I sent those texts to Mom's lawyer. Update 3. The collapse is complete. Dad's arrest went down at his golf club, mid-game, with clients watching. Fraud, embezzlement cover-up, tax evasion. They found that too. His mugshot hit the local business news. Tech mogul's affair sparks federal charges. He called from jail. Son, I need bail money. Ask Vanessa. She blocked me. Shocker. Your mom won't pick up. Also a shocker. I'm your father. And you slept with my fiancé. His new pricey lawyer bailed him out, but his company ousted him. His reputation? Toast. Vanessa's situation tanked harder. Her jewelry business, funded by Dad, collapsed. She hadn't paid taxes, vendors, or rent, expecting Dad to cover it. With his accounts frozen, she owes $40,000. She tried selling my engagement ring, Grandma Ruth's heirloom. Mom's mother, still alive, showed up at Vanessa's place with her attorney. That's my ring, loaned to Ethan for his future wife. You're not, her Vanessa claimed it was a gift. Grandma had receipts and insurance papers proving it was a family loan. Police stepped in. Vanessa returned it or faced theft charges. Grandma handed it back to me. For when you find someone who's not a home-wrecking disaster, dear. The divorce? Brutal. Mom's getting the $3.5 million house, 60% of assets, full control of 2 rental properties, and $12,000 monthly alimony. Dad's left with his retirement fund and a small condo, jobless at 52, a pariah in business circles. Vanessa got served too, named in the divorce for alienation of affection, a real law here. She could owe Mom up to $450,000. Vanessa's response? She showed up at Dad's condo demanding he pay her legal fees. His new girlfriend, a 24-year-old barista named Tiffany, answered. Vanessa flipped, threw a vase, and got arrested for vandalism. Her mugshots rougher than Dad's. Final update. It's done, and the fallout is poetic. Dad's trial was swift. Fraud, tax evasion, embezzlement conspiracy. He took a plea. 20 months in low-security prison, $1.5 million in fines, 5 years probation. Starts next month. Tiffany ditched him for a crypto influencer. Aunt Linda got 2 years for embezzlement. Greg divorced her and moved in with his sister. Vanessa's legal mess is a masterpiece. She lost the alienation suit, owes Mom $300,000. Her business bankruptcy triggered a fraud probe for hiding assets. The blog defamation, another $60,000. Tax evasion, the IRS wants $20,000. Total debt, $380,000 at 27. She tried bankruptcy. The judge denied it. Alienation and defamation aren't dischargeable. Her fix? An OnlyFans, branded Betrayed Beauty. It lasted days. Someone, not me, sent links to her strict parents' church group. Linda called, begging me to stop it. You've destroyed her life. She destroyed it by sleeping with my dad. It was a mistake. For 6 months? Vanessa moved to her parents' tiny town, population 1,800, where everyone knows her story via the church's prayer chain. She's working at a diner, fired once for skimming tips. She texted me from a new number. I'm sorry. Can we talk? I'm sinking. No reply. Then, I know you hate me. I'm drowning. Please, silence. Last text. You won. Happy? I replied. I didn't win. I just didn't lose. Blocked. Mom and I are tighter than ever, in therapy to process the betrayal. She's seeing a cool guy, Walter, a coffee shop owner who calls this saga movie-level karma. My startup's thriving, closed Series B funding. Mia, my ex, is our new COO, strictly professional, happily engaged. I'm in therapy too. Trust issues are real. Started dating Lena, a fraud investigator I met through Mom's lawyer. She says Vanessa's spreadsheet is the dumbest thing she's seen in her career. Mom kept the house, turning Dad's study into a yoga studio. Dad's stuff is in a storage unit. He sends letters from prison. I return them unopened. Vanessa still posts about surviving toxic abuse, getting maybe 4 likes from her mom's burner accounts. Word is, Dad's learning poker in prison, down 25 pounds from stress. Vanessa got sued by 2 creditors and rejected for a reality show about second chances. Mom's lawyer keeps the evidence in a file called Dumbest Schemers Ever, shown to law students as a cautionary tale. The divorce judge wrote a blog post, names changed, titled, When Arrogance Meets Proof, A Study in Self-Sabotage. Why'd I wait to reveal it? I needed them cocky, careless, bold enough to confess publicly. A private confrontation would have been lies and denials. Letting Vanessa spill at dinner with witnesses backed by months of evidence? Bulletproof. Mom deserved justice. She got it. Dad deserved consequences. He got them. Vanessa deserved nothing. That's what she has. Me? I learned the best revenge is letting people face their own fallout, with proof. Tons of proof. P.S. Grandma Ruth is a legend. Sent Vanessa a holiday card to her parents' address. Hope you're enjoying diner life. Heard they're hiring. Oh, wait, PPS Mom's using Dad's alimony to fund a domestic violence shelter called New Beginnings Haven. The irony's exquisite.